Hey y'all, it's your captain for all things creative coming at you with Singles Inferno Season 5 reunion and couple ranking chat. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you're returning, thank you so much for rocking with me. Thank you for your patience because it's been a while since, I've uploaded a longer form video. This is not going to be that long either because still have, a lot of work to do. I had a bunch of conferences and with this next semester and everything, just trying to keep up with everything, but needed to come in because it's important for us to find some kind of laughter, some kind of joy in all the chaos of it all. And Singles Inferno Season 5 brought me enough joy that I was like, let's talk about it. First of all, the power of love. Look at Subin before and after he got with Heesun. Like, this man was stressed when he was initially, on the island and talking to Chae Soo, and now that he's found someone who actually sincerely liked him and he likes back, it's almost like a different person, almost like a different face. Like, the power of love really makes people shine and glow. So I'm happy for them. And speaking of them, let's get into my favorite couples from the season and the reunion, because one of my top three didn't technically become a couple during the season, but by the reunion, it seems like they're going to get along swimmingly because they went on a date and everything. So let's start with my favorite couple number three, which would be Egon and Gon. I feel like I'm not saying their name the best, so you can correct me in the comments. But I really like these two. Uh, they did not leave paradise together because we all know Gon was in that super love square. I guess she had three people to choose from, and she ended up choosing, I believe it was Sungmin, but them two didn't even get together after because I guess their schedules were so busy. But to be honest, on the island, I didn't think their vibe was as healthy. I felt like, for me, I got more insecurity and I guess Sungmin not wanting her to talk to other people, which is why he was constantly like monopolizing her time. Whereas with Egon, you could see he had confidence. He was trying to be himself. And he still liked her, but he allowed her, to make her own decisions and have her own space. And I think after the fact, they both admitted that, they did like each other. And especially during the reunion, you saw that chemistry was still there. And it does seem like from their Instagram, you can see they posted, I guess, this picture together. And I have hope for them. I hope, they at least stay friends. My next favorite couple from the season is Jaejin and Joo Young. They were so cute, even though they were in a love triangle. These two, they always liked each other the most, I think. And they are very similar because they, have an artistic kind of vibe. Jaejin is a dancer, and Joo Young, she works with like flowers and art. And I really feel like these two demonstrated what it looks like to be equally yoked. For all, you spiritual people out there, they definitely share the same values. They see the world in similar ways, and they both supported each other in different ways. Like, for example, when Jaejin decided to take a picture of the flowers in paradise and bring her back a Polaroid because he knew that it would, support her artistic endeavors because she works with flowers a lot, and also just to show that he was thinking of her. And Joo Young never made Jaejin feel too insecure, even when, other people were talking to her. She made it clear to people up front, that, Jaejin was her choice. So them two, again, it showed just how much they both were on the same page pretty much the whole time. in Singles Inferno, and their paradise dates are always really nice, and I just think they're great, and I think they're gonna go the distance. And my last favorite couple would be number one, Heesun and Soobin. Again, I started the video saying how happy Soobin, looked with her, and it's really interesting to see their journey because from the beginning, I wasn't so sure that Soobin liked Heesun because he was kind of in that messy drama situation with Tae Bin Asu, but Heesun always was loyal and honest to her feelings that, Subin was the one who she liked the most. And I think her sincerity shined through. And it's important for people, to just be real and be honest with their feelings, because I think what happened with Chae Sue is she might have liked Subin, but she tried to play so many games. And I think she was entertaining. I don't agree with people, like tearing her down and bullying her online, but I do feel like she was not as considerate of, other people's feelings, including Subin, because I think she was the first one to destroy her own relationship with Subin by, playing him when it was that game where, she had to say who and who she was interested in, and she didn't say she was interested in him. I think it was by the fire pit or something like that. And she constantly, I think, was trying to make him jealous by jumping, from guy to guy. But when you play those games, you end up winning silly prizes, So she basically, I think, tore down her good connection with Subin with her own hands. And he stayed consistent. And Subin really recognized her good qualities over time. And right now, it seems like he's even more into her than she's into him. Because, like, during the reunion, you saw him spraying on cologne and lying about it to impress her. Getting into the reunion now, I think they were also the highlight of the reunion. Now, there was this dramatic scene, getting into the highlights of the reunion now, past the couple ranking, where basically Sam Lee, the guy that Chae Min-soo left Paradise with, started some drama by opening his big mouth, talking about how his son drinks a lot and was drinking up a storm when they met up in New York City. And the way he said it was messy. I feel like we all are living in a world where people, could get very judgmental, especially people on TV. And for him to say all that stuff about her drinking and partying and knowing that, she's going to want to guzzle down all the alcohol, that was not a good look. And I don't care how funny he thought he was being. He definitely hurt his son, and she took it to heart. And for her to actually want to apologize to Subin about it showed me just how much, she still likes him and like cares about him, because she didn't want him to look like a fool in terms of, the insinuation that Sam Lee made that she's just wilding and, not thinking about him and being a drunk when they're not around each other, So I could see her getting upset for herself, but also she definitely showed that she was also upset on Subin's part and thinking of him and was considerate towards him, which was really cute. And they both, comforted each other about it. And she explained how, she basically couldn't sleep that well during those times because she was thinking about him, how much she liked him. So it all turned out to be very cute. But the other highlight of the reunion, of course, was Min-soo and Mingi mending fences. I do not think that Mingi bullied Chae Min-soo at all on the island. If anything, I think Min-soo did need to be checked. And when she saw herself back, she realized she was wilding out. So at the end of the day, the girls made up, and it was great TV. So if you haven't watched Singles Inferno Season 5, I recommend it. Say how you felt about the show. Who are your favorite couples? What do you think were the highlights of the reunion? And of course, remember, you're the master of your fate and the captain of your soul. Bye.